Hey y'all, welcome to Women That Talks Back. We back in here, y'all. It's your girl Ash, aka Miss Peaches.
She been waiting for this.
This is Kayla.
Yeah.
Siobhan.
And on today's episode, we have the lovely Miss B Stone.
Yeah, what's up?
How you doing, boo?
You know what I'm saying? I can't complain.
Hey. All right, sweetness.
Yeah.
So tell us who you are. Tell the people who you are. What we doing? What you bringing to the game now?
So basically, I'm B Stone. I've been around for a while, but I just came back in the game and decided to put out a few projects. Last year, I put out like 3 albums.
It definitely was.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I'm like, wait, which is the newest one?
Yeah. I just said fuck it, because you know what it was. My thought process behind it was, nowadays everybody's looking for just quick gratification, right?
Everybody's trying to go viral.
Yeah, so if you put out one song that people like, I feel like you're gonna go and search for more stuff.
Right.
So I never wanted to lack material. So it's like, if you like something, here, go chew on these 3, and always kind of be like ahead of the game.
So I wasn't just being slow. It was 3 different albums.
It was 3 different albums.
Yeah, it was 3.
Yeah, it's 3 different albums. But it's funny because people be like, somebody tried to play me one time, right?
Oh,
Well,
no.
Talk about
I was on Instagram, and I don't know if I put out a song. I don't remember what it was. It was like recently, and he was like, "Oh, if you pay me, I can put you on the radio." I said, "Listen, I'm not paying you. If you like it, you like it. It's free."
Right.
That's
I don't
it.
give a fuck. You know what I mean? So he said, "But you have one song," and I said, "I got 3 albums.
Like,
I don't understand what you're talking about."
Right.
the
It was like
audacity.
silence. Because he had to eat crow after that.
Yeah.
You didn't even do your research. You just automatically judged and said, "Oh, you got one hot song. You think you..." Nah, nigga,
Do
part
you
of
work?
me.
Oh, you
know
good?
what I'm saying?
You good.
Put some respect on my
Yeah,
motherfucking name.
exactly.
put some respect on, because that shit is not easy.
No.
It's
No, I
not
give
easy. It's
all
not
the utmost
easy
respect.
creating material. It's not easy coming up with lyrics. The shit ain't it's different now. You know what I mean? I'm from the hand to hand. Just run up in people on with your CD and run up on DJs. Now the game is different. So if you don't have 10,000 people following you, it's like people be like, "Yo, well, who are you?"
Right.
And it's like, but I'll out rap you right now, and there's nothing you could do about
No
it.
problem.
This is true.
Right.
You know what I
Very
mean?
true.
So it's a clout game, and I'm not mad at it. I just approach it a little different because I just don't care. If you like it, you like it. I'm not out here chasing anybody to like anything. If you don't like it, don't listen.
Just
Facts.
like,
I mean,
and judge your
that's
mother if
that.
you ain't like it.
Yeah, that's fact.
It's like when I listen to it, it gives me like this underground rap feel. Like that's the type of underground, like that type of music is like, I love that type of music. It's this different kind of sound.
Yeah, I try to keep it like I like this shit playing in the background. I don't know if they can hear it. That's cool. But sometimes I want a little substance or something to make you think. If you're like, okay, they said this, they said that. Like everything now is it's a bag, it's a car,
It's a hoe.
That they ain't
it's
never
a hoe
drove.
that you
Money
never
ain't
drove.
never even
And I
counted
get it,
before.
because
Like,
sometimes you
come
just
on
want to
now.
go out and like stunt and do that, but sometimes you don't. Like that can't be everything. That's everything.
It's
You
really
know?
not.
Or you killing. They're killing somebody in every song, but then when people actually die,
Yeah, it's a
oh,
problem.
it's
Nobody
different.
wants smoke after that.
Right.
Or
I
that's
just
it.
want to be happy. I want to drink and eat.
I call today's music like
That's
that.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing?
It's definitely changed from like music's definitely changed. Like everybody says, music's subjective. Like, yeah, I understand that. I really hate that.
Yeah.
That whole. But it's
Yeah.
true.
It is
I'ma leave
true.
it alone because people be like jumping on me about like it is subjective, but it's like I feel people who say that sometimes hide behind the fact that whatever the product is not real. The quality is not there.
Right.
You're gonna tell me because you sound like you in a box and underwater that it's
this is okay.
subjective. Like no, bro, this shit's trash. You
Well,
need to
this
find
is
a
the
different
problem,
someone else to master your stuff.
Because I feel
Work
like
with
for
you.
me, like music is mood for me, right? So the other day I was listening to Erykah Badu, driving, like zoned out, and today I was on some Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like now they just push one type of mood on you.
Right.
I don't want to fucking turn up every day.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
It's the Migos mood.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
want
even
to
know if
turn
it's
up.
just that. There's so many
It's
of
not
them.
just
There's like
them.
it's 10 of different types of Migos. It's 10 of different.
It's the same
You know, like-
cadence.
Yeah.
Like nobody has a different cadence anymore.
Everybody sound like somebody got them by the nuts. Sorry, y'all.
And I'm so sorry, but I don't want to hear nothing else about nobody drinking lean or popping the pill.
Yeah, you're a drug addict.
Like,
you're a drug addict.
Like, that's just annoying.
You need counseling.
Yeah, you're a drug addict.
You might need to seek.
Why is this
somebody
being promoted?
Like, you need a 90-day program.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, you want to smoke or drink? I don't give a fuck what you really do. No, but damn, that's the only thing you do.
That's all you do.
That's all you talk about.
Yeah, that's
and so when I was checking your page today, I think it was from I think it's October 19th, 2020.
Okay.
She scrolled.
It's because she said something in the line that it was like, I can't even quote it because it's in my head, but I can't. But it was like, wait a minute, like that's what I've been looking for.
Okay, that's dope.
And so what is your inspiration when you're delivering your music, when you're writing, when you're, doing it all, getting it all together? Because you did just say you dropped 3 albums in 1 year. That's more than what people do in their career, okay?
That's a lot.
It's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. So what's your inspiration? What motivates you, babe?
I just be doing it for the people who want to hear it. Honestly, like I got a few people that always be in my DMs that always be like, "Where's the music? Where's the music?" It'd be like 50 people. I'd be like, "You my niggas."
Right.
I do it for 50 people. I'm dead serious.
Your true supporters.
Yeah, and that's it. And then I just be like, "All right, I want to create music and make music."
I'm gonna go back and stalk some more and share some more.
Yeah, that's real.
I think the one that I liked is the one that I shared, and I was just like, "Let's do."
Yeah.
Springfield B Stone, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Follow her on IG because it's a definite different vibe. Like it's writing music. That's what I would call
definitely writing music.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's new music.
I mean, riding. I'm cleaning up today to act. I was washing windows today. So it's everything for me. Like that's what I personally need when it comes to music. I need something I could do whatever with. Like I can't do the, like you said, the turn up to and clean. Like I'm stopping.
Yeah,
like, I'd rather listen to them.
I ain't cleaning nothing.
Actually, I was lying. It was the Migos popped up today on my phone. And it was playing. I'm literally wiping the entertainment center down, and I literally stopped and was like, I want to hear something else.
Yeah.
You want to know what I went to? Y'all ain't even gonna guess.
Oh shit.
Where'd you go to?
Old
school? My mama's fault.
Oh no, not
when you say
old, it's older.
Genre REN,
not Parliament.
Real music. No, real music. No, I go. It was rock steady.
Ooh,
like I don't know what it was. That shit just came over me. Now it's my son. We about to get on the remote learning.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad
rocking.
At that,
like I ain't heard this in a while. But like I needed to like.
That's part of my soul music.
I think that's also the difference with with people's ears. Like that little turn up crew.
Yeah,
they don't have that ear. They didn't get all the.
This is where I think things went wrong, right? So it's like social media. Everybody looks at what everybody's doing, right? Mm-hmm. So back. I don't know how old you guys are, and I don't want to ask because ladies don't tell their age. But
sure I do. I'm happy to be alive. So
okay.
It's gonna show in a minute.
What I'm saying is, see, back then, because I was when like internet was, you had to dial the shit up.
Oh, when you had
the little AOL CD
not talk on the phone.
Yeah. You had to plug it in. It made this weird noise. You're in the fucking chat room.
AOL chat.
So AOL. Right. So the thing is, before all this, everybody had their style of where they were from, right? Yep. So they were bringing to you where they were from. So we didn't know what niggas was doing down south or in the West Coast. We just knew what they were presenting to us. Now everybody has a glimpse on what everybody's doing. So they go, oh, such and such is doing this from California. So we all love it. So let's all do it.
Right.
And that's the problem. Everybody, they go online and they say, this is what you should look like. This is what you should dress like. This is what you should eat. This is what nobody is afraid to be themselves.
Right. Yeah. No creativity.
Like I know 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody about to hunt down my door and give me no fucking record deal.
Right.
Let's keep it a stack. Mm-hmm. If I don't go lay on some fucking table and get rid of all this motherfucking lunch meat in here, you know what I'm saying? They gonna look at me.
If
you ain't shaking something, they ain't
yeah. Or I gotta be big, and then I gotta shake it like Lizzo every fucking day when I go to the joint. You know what I'm saying? And big shout out to Lil. I appreciate what you're doing, but honey, you doing the same thing as these skinny bitches.
Exactly.
And you're trying to mask it and say, oh well, I'm proud of my body. No,
but then say I'm about to go to the gym and lose weight, and it's like, well, that bitch, pick a side.
Pick a side.
You can't be a snack and then
you doing this.
One is it? Like,
you're essentially doing the same thing that you're actually shaming.
I could be a snack.
No, I'm not saying. I don't mean it like that. When I say to eat a snack, it's like shit. You gonna be team big girl? You not,
or you not, right? Or you.
That's what I'm saying. Because then you got people who ride with you because they represent. You know, you're representing them. So then when you switch a team, then motherfuckers be like, well, shit, but I'm still team pink girl. Where you at?
So B Stone, are you saying that they not authentic? Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Nobody is their authentic self in the game at this point.
Oh, that I won't speak for you on that.
I'm not gonna say nobody, but I feel like. All right, I'll give you an example. Right. Mm-hmm. Let's look at like reality TV stars. Right. Mm-hmm. They start off and they look one way. Mm-hmm. And after you keep looking at yourself after a certain time after time, they're on TV. They're going to keep constantly looking at themselves, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to say, oh, you're going to get the little Kim syndrome. Oh, my nose is too big. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do, you start getting that influence and those insecurities. So I think it's hard for a lot of people to just stay true to who they are. Right. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's necessarily growth or whatever. I just think that when you're living in that lifestyle, you are who you hang out with. Right. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So when you start changing your circles and then you're hanging out with all these people and they're doing this and the Botox and then you go, oh, I need Botox. Mm-hmm. Oh, you got a Birkin? I need a Birkin. Right. It's a fit-in thing. It's very hard for people not to want to fit in. Mm-hmm. True. That's a fucking struggle. Mm-hmm. That's like being the outcast. Like, is you built to be the outcast?
That is the question. Are you built to be the outcast?
And I feel like
the outcast.
It is. I hear this a lot too, and I think I do it too. Is like when somebody has like a lot of money or something like that, and I'm like, well, why didn't you get your body done? You have the money to do it. Like I've heard that before, and I've
for real,
yeah. Like if you have money for Botox, why the fuck didn't you do it? All your friends did it.
I don't want to spend my money on no Botox.
I can understand that.
It's not but poison anyway. So I mean,
Botox, getting your butt lift, 360. I told you if I get money, this is what the fuck I'm doing.
I don't judge them. So I mean, if you want to get some work done, by all means. I mean, I might get a little tuck, but I'm truthfully, I don't know. I'm a little scared to get on the table and
I don't want to lay on the table. I want to lay on the table in my mind. I'd rather if you could get me on the and it's just like that and it disappears.
Yeah, I don't
want to lay on the table.
Don't give me.
I done seen some of those videos.
Yeah. Like, nah, you know what? It's not even that. I'm God willing, right? In the next 30 years, I want to see all these bitches that laid on the
after
table.
The fact?
Because they ain't gonna have the money to do it. They got somebody. They're hot now. They got somebody to pay for the maintenance.
She said your pockets is shallow.
Yeah, but when you like 50, 60, right?
And they're down here.
Yeah, and these niggas ain't volunteering to give you the money.
Right.
Like, I need a little tune up.
They're gonna be stepping on their titties.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. They're gonna look deformed.
That would be some real
that's nasty.
Weird,
ma'am,
nasty
pick up your
stuff.
Butt cheeks. Please. Nobody wants to see that.
Swear to God, I seen an IG video when the girl butt was weird.
Think of that movie like Death Becomes Her when they fell down the stairs and they all broke apart.
Right.
Keep playing. It ain't supposed to last forever. Nah. It ain't supposed to last forever.
I respect that.
Isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, even if I had the money, I'm not doing anything. I don't got time. The recovery period is too long.
Listen, if I got money, I'm gonna get as big as the fuck I want to get.
Yeah.
Because you can.
Because I can. You can do whatever I want.
All the male rappers do it.
Okay.
Get their money, get fat, and live life.
Let me tell you something. I'll be just like the male rappers too. I'm gonna find me a couple gigolos. You ain't got to like me, but you gonna pretend with all this money.
Listen, listen. I paid for you to play the part.
That's right.
Damn it.
Yeah.
We gotta have a contract though.
Yeah. Okay.
You ain't gonna be
NDA popping.
So one of our topics is sugar daddies.
I don't know. I don't even know why I wrote. I don't
sugar
know
daddies, sugar babies.
Is that in the shared notes? I didn't see that.
I don't know.
Who's a sugar daddy?
No offense to older people. I just don't like old people. While I'm young, I'm outside.
Like a sugar daddy.
I don't want to be a sugar baby.
Yeah,
I can't lay up under that.
Right. That's exactly what it makes me think of. Like, what's it? Oh, Colored Purple. When she asked her about her father at the film, she's like, "How did he die?" She's like, "On top of me." Like,
I don't want to. I
couldn't do.
Just vomited in my mouth.
I don't care how much money you got. Like I don't want like even set it off when she does.
Right, she was in a bind.
I might pretend and you might get popped in the head and I'm just rob you because I'd rather rob you than do the thing because I'm good.
Yeah, I don't.
Listen,
can't
do
it.
Do it. That's your business.
I'm not gonna lie though. I was side-eyeing Ron Isley.
No, that's
I won't say that's different.
I think that's exactly why I put that in there because I was like,
I looked twice
his wife is
and thrice, and I was like. What happened to him?
I seen the
he looked better with age.
I was like, right.
Yes.
Which was
he looked better.
So check
that
it.
I got a beard solves everything.
Yeah, I looked at the verses and I was like, oh, Ron Isley's not here, and I changed it. And then the next day I seen all these memes. I was like, that was him. I didn't even know.
Like, do you know that's the only reason I watched it for the remaining 2 hours?
Okay.
I was like, no hair. Yeah. I don't even watch verses. So when I talk, I'm like,
all right, we gotta go back.
No, I don't watch it when it's live. I don't have time.
Oh, okay.
I
was about to hurt my heart.
No. I like verses. Don't get me wrong. But like, I don't want to sit there. Like, I want to walk away and I don't want to miss nothing. I want to pause. But no, Ron definitely. I was like,
yeah.
Wait. My mom started the IG just to watch that one.
Okay.
I know that's right.
My mom probably mad because I ain't tell her it was on.
Oh no, we found it and she was there and she was like, "Wait, is that Earth, Wind and Fire? Is that the Isley Brothers?"
He looked great.
She was like, "How can I watch it?" I sent her the link and she was like, "I can't watch it. I don't have an Instagram." I said, "Well, give me 2 seconds. Watch it on my phone." And it's crazy.
Set her up.
So it was
just so she can watch verses.
And my mom in the kitchen, watching it on IG.
Okay.
Wait, all y'all phone individually?
Everybody. Just because.
So you guys would volunteer to be his sugar?
I didn't
sugar baby.
I didn't.
I don't know if I would.
If I was single, I'm in.
Like I might have went on the date.
But what if you gotta do one of these?
What?
Some balls.
I was like,
is that it?
What is that?
That's easy.
You're not
because it says it doesn't work after a certain age. So
you never had those Zen balls in your hand before. You gotta get the motion right, girl.
I know. You can tell this is not my normal behavior.
Oh, that's not your dominant hand. Oh, you gotta be able to.
I got this is my left hand.
That's when you gotta be ambidextrous with that. You gotta be ambidextrous with that, or you gotta.
I don't know.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
Not my noble behavior.
It's the fingers. You gotta.
It's the fingers. You gotta.
It's all the fingers. Now, see,
I gotta work on this.
Yeah, be gentle.
We'll get some balls.
We'll get up to speed.
Exfoliate your hands first, so they extra soft. That's all I'm saying. Anywho,
you got tips.
Hey, yeah, you gotta make it do what it do, baby. But I wouldn't. You said a date. Yes, I ain't touching nothing though. If I was single, but I'm not.
Ron Isley,
you look good.
Old people shit. I can't tell.
Like, listen, damn it, it's
not going down.
You
ever took care of your grandparents?
Yeah,
I don't want to know.
But I ain't.
My grandmama had a conversation with me and I was like, Granny, you could have kept that. I didn't want to know.
Oh, she was telling secrets?
She was telling business. I didn't want to know.
Oh, wow.
Why do old people do that?
I don't know.
Because my grandmother got divorced. Well, she's my step grandmother, but she got divorced from my grandfather. She just started letting it all loose. I was like, that's my granddaddy. Yo, what the?
So I'm going to give grandmama her slide because she had Alzheimer's and dementia.
Okay.
But it was still nasty.
Ooh.
Yeah, they started spilling it to everybody.
Everything. Yeah, we was at the hospital and she was like, ooh, she was flirting with the male nurse.
Oh, no.
And she was like, my aunt said, you know he going to want something with all this talk. She said, well, he wants some trim. And I was like,
not the trim.
Oh, she wild. Trim.
Man.
Oh,
she a wild.
Buck wild. God rest her soul. I love you, Granny.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
now, do old people still get horny?
I
always wondered that.
I remember one time I came across an article. They said down in the retirement homes in Florida, they have a higher instance of STDs because they down there getting nasty.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yep.
Slanging and swanging and not rapping nothing. Out in these streets. I swear to God, I read it and I was like, that's
STDs.
I mean, I worked in a restaurant. Like, it was like a nurse, but they were older. They weren't. It's kind of like a mix. Yeah, but they were.
Old people was fucking like that.
They was doing they was dating.
They human.
They
got needs.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I'll never forget.
But I thought the women dry up. The men can't get hard.
That's what I thought.
But you know, men could still produce children.
I know.
They don't. Nobody said they need to do none of
that.
It's
like Viagra.
They gotta get it.
Wait, doesn't it? I thought it doesn't get hard out there.
That's why they use the Viagra. But do you bust a nut off of Viagra?
Oh, I don't know. I never thought of that. Is it just stay hard? Do you release?
You do. And then it just stays hard.
Shout out to Los in the background. Now we're going to put him on blast. We're going to put Los on blast in the background.
Yeah, I'm all set.
We'll get Los a mic next week. Don't worry.
Yeah. So you can comment real fast.
Now, if your man is on Viagra, and let's say he busts like 5 nuts, When does it end? I'm tired.
Damn,
I don't want to deal with that.
So Lil said he ain't ever took one of those, but that's a question that's in my mind.
Right?
Like, is it a predetermined amount
sneaking
of time?
out on the break.
I feel like it's hard for a very long time.
It's hours.
Hours.
Well, sir, you better take your ass to sleep.
You got some homework to do.
Yeah, I don't
sir.
know.
Los got homework. Los taking one for the team.
Feedback.
He'll let us know.
Shout out to our cameraman. He's dope.
He's gonna let us know.
He's dope. He got.
You know what? I wondered that. I never asked that before. Like, do men bust nuts on Viagra? And if so, how many? Can you get off?
Can you get off?
You have to Google it.
I'm just saying if it's hard. If it's just a fucking tent there,
right?
Because females bust back to back, so does the male do?
I feel like everybody's different, but still.
I'm just saying on Viagra though.
Are you Googling it?
Hell yeah. I'm Googling it. We gonna find it.
Yeah, right. It's hard.
Right. So he might be like, he might be trying it and it's just nothing.
See, that's not gonna work
it's
for
like,
me.
Sir, you
there
already
has
let
to
it
be
out.
an ending in sight.
Right. Oh my god.
You might have to go.
Not an old man on me.
Another hour, so you got to go to the doctor and get the needle.
It says on average, Viagra usually lasts between 2 and 3 hours before the effects start to diminish. Viagra can last up to 5 hours or longer, depending on your dosage, your body's metabolism, and external factors.
Oh hell no!
Sir, I'm gonna need you to take a half a pill.
Why the hell they giving this shit to old people for what?
Give him a stroke. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, that's
heart attack. He's going down.
Oh my goodness,
that's 5 hours.
Life alert.
That's porn. Like at that point, you need to get paid.
For old people.
See, you know how Google have
Bless
the
his
extra
heart.
tabs? The
the
extra questions.
Other questions.
All right. So it says, does Viagra keep you hard after coming? It says Viagra helps to maintain the erection after ejaculation and reduces the refractory time before a second erection can be obtained. So they're not busting back to back.
Oh yeah, it ain't happening.
I don't have time for that.
He got to prime the lawnmower before he and get it.
That's a lot of work.
Yo, they go to 100 milligrams. They start off at 25.
God damn.
Know.
Yeah, but it could be by the person's weight too.
But it says you could take it 30 minutes to 4 hours before. Like, so you just walk around with your man meat heart?
Yeah.
He's like, listen, bitch, I'm not giving you all 4. 1 hour.
Drink Champs and Cameron selling purple horsepower. It's like Viagra.
Oh god.
And he was telling the story. He said his friend took it and he had to get out the car. He was in the car with his mom and his shit just went up. He was like, I gotta go. It was like quick. He didn't realize that
don't he have it for the females too?
Ooh.
Cam? Ooh. I think Cam has some for the females too.
So what that do for the female? Right. What that do?
Listen, it was a video. God damn it, I got to call Hub. Okay. Find the video. So basically, he got his own marijuana line, right? Yeah. So he got one for the ladies. Like, it's a little shot, get it right. Get it tight.
I'm scared to know what this does.
Well, since he got the purple horse, I want to know.
Was it a pink kitty?
You about to take it? You let us know because we're not taking this shot on the show.
I really don't think I need anything extra.
I hear you. That's what I'm saying. I'm scared.
Yeah, nobody wants that because if the guy's not on pink horsepower, now we're on the pink
kitty. All types of stuff. All types of stuff might happen.
So we got to drop that.
They got to come in a pack. It got to be a his and hers pack.
Yeah,
we got to find a senior living situation so we can test it out. Yep. Provide them with some condoms so they can spread.
Homicide.
Yeah.
Oh, people get to smacking.
That went from sugar daddies to just.
Would you do a sugar daddy?
I've been offered some sugar daddies back in my day. And I just couldn't bring myself to it.
Did he have money?
That's what I'm about to say.
There was money. There was money offering. It was almost like prostitution, so it felt kind of wrong.
Right.
That part.
Because I was like, if I'm not going to continue the prostitution, I can't just prostitute once. It has to be like
I gotta have
a committed men.
Yeah, you got
many men's for the prostitution.
Right.
I don't know.
But the sugar daddy's gotta have deep pockets.
Oh no.
No, but they don't all have deep.
I got a good imagination though.
Oh, you good if you could just go somewhere else like that.
I could.
Yeah, no.
He might fucking
breathe.
He might breathe wrong or say just like
What if he takes his teeth out?
I'm pissed off. I'm not. Woke me up out the damn dream.
Like, you so stupid.
What if he takes his teeth out?
Mess around. He think he's sexy. Smelling like aspirin cream and Bengay. That's
not a sugar daddy.
That's old. The old people.
You just say, babe, give my night meds.
I think I could work it though. Like I can dress him up some way.
Like how they did Ron Isley, because he wasn't looking like that 10 years ago.
You're right. It's the beard. It's the beard.
And the outfit.
The outfit was killer.
Just pull your dick out.
Right.
Through the zipper hole.
That's it.
Keep the outfit on.
Just put the work.
Yeah.
Put a work out.
And then I'm gonna let that imagination go to work.
Do a quickie. It's a quickie.
I might be able to do
it's
that.
It's gonna be quickie as long as he ain't got no Viagra and none of that cam, none of cam stuff.
You're lucky
y'all locked in the room for a little minute. Y'all about to be in there.
Oh my God.
In there.
I'm slightly traumatized right now.
So y'all, just because we talked about the verses, y'all watched it. Was anybody offended that he did the Contagious and all the R. Kelly stuff?
I was waiting for it.
I didn't watch it.
No,
I was waiting for it.
How could he not though?
I mean, they're still his songs.
Are we giving up our?
All of them.
You guys all gave up R. Kelly? Is he canceled?
I mean, I haven't listened to him truthfully in a while.
I really don't give a
or
fuck.
thought about him.
I love his music.
Like his chocolate factory stored somewhere. Absolutely. Like if it comes up, like if it's the vibe, because R. Kelly isn't to me just something I would just bang out, be rocking to. It's setting the mood. Like I can deal.
You can do it.
But like whatever. I was waiting for Contagious and I was excited.
And it was weird because it's like, dang, that was my jam. I remember like, we used to sing it like, you know.
I remember when it came out on the radio and you like, wait, we gotta hear the second part. Wait, what happened?
Right.
Like I love that shit. So
it's just whatever. I don't know. For me, it's a little difficult just because, despite all of. That's just some wild stuff, sir. Like,
that
you really was just doing some real wild stuff. Like,
it's only a matter of time.
So then with the song, it's like but music wise, like R. Kelly's
you can't deny it.
Talented.
You can't deny it.
In these verses, he's written a lot of those songs anyway.
Yeah.
Majority of those songs that are being performed on verses.
A good portion of music. Yeah,
he's a very talented man. Who he was outside of his music is disturbing. So I give him the credit for being a musical genius. Outside of that, like I think we talked about this before. Yeah, I feel like like even with like Aaliyah, there were certain things that he did, mannerisms that you could tell something was right. And whether you paid attention to it or not, it is what it is. But musically, the dude was bad.
Oh yeah,
I can't take that from him.
I separate. There's not enough great black people that they portray, so I can't give up everybody. Like I can't. I always tell people, I'm like, okay, listen, Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, R. Kelly. I ain't giving up all three.
Nope. Not at all.
That's
or OJ. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, I'm just not giving up all three.
Yeah. So no, that's a hard one to call.
Yeah.
I respect the craft.
Yeah, I'm not. What they do personally is none of my fucking business.
Right, and we like
leave
no
that
one
to the
could really
cops.
say. No one.
I'm no fucking detective.
That went down, especially they talking about Michael Jackson and like Bill Cosby. It's like, damn, he old, y'all. What happened to statute of limitations? Not that I'm saying anybody get a pass or
but
I need to go get all the
y'all
other
not
old
coming
wrinkly
back to
people that did the same shit though. Like the way they murdered off Bill with it. There's a bunch of nasty wrinkly motherfuckers.
Thank you.
Still walking around.
And the Cosby Show was everything to black people.
Yes.
Don't do that to us.
No, so I didn't cancel Bill. No, he didn't get canceled.
Oh, he didn't get canceled.
No, especially after that broad came back and said she fabricated. There's that.
Oh.
No, I didn't cancel.
I didn't cancel I don't know. I cancel each one at a different time. Like if I'm watching the Cosby Show, then the other two. If I'm in R. Kelly, then the other two. I gotta separate my shit.
They ain't lock up that dad from Seventh Heaven.
Yup. Right.
Well,
we leave it.
They don't even want to talk about it. They don't even want to talk about that. So
I almost forgot about that. Good one.
I couldn't think of it. It's so many of them. So I can't think of all the names. There's so many in the industry right now, still doing stuff.
So I don't know. Siobhan came up with topics this week.
Oh snap!
It said kids who curse. I don't know where you got this from. What is it? Kids who curse?
Tell us more.
Like kids who curse. Like y'all let y'all kids curse? Would you let your kids curse?
Hell no.
I'm all for it.
My daddy let me curse.
I'd be telling my daughter, I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
My dad
talk too much. It builds character.
What? Why you look at me like that?
Your daddy wasn't regular.
Don't be coming at my daddy like that.
I love him.
He wasn't regular, but he was real.
Like that was the only family member I know that called you a motherfucker with love and meant it. It was real.
Yup.
Facts.
What's your daddy name?
Facts. Austin.
Austin is my type of person.
First time he met my daughter, cute little motherfucker with your Chinese eyes. Come here. And she went. I was
that's
like,
right.
Okay.
That's something authentic about it.
I think. What did she say? I think she said shit last week, but it was used in the proper context, so I wasn't mad.
How old was she?
She's 6. The first time she ever said shit,
she
was in the playpen and she fell over.
Okay, and she said
went out. She said, "Oh shit."
Okay, so she learned it from you.
Right.
Absolutely.
She just
there you go.
But when she said it, I was like,
yeah.
Oh, booby, you use that properly. I ain't even mad at you. Can't say that though. She's like, okay.
Yeah. I had I was having dinner with my daughter one day. I don't know. She had to be like 7 or 8. Mm-hmm. She was like, "Mommy, what does pussy mean?"
Oh.
And I was like, "Well,
Dang, I'm glad I don't got
I
a
said,
girl.
well, where'd you hear
Mind your
that?"
business.
I said it can mean a lot of things.
Yeah. Pussy.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, a few things.
Go
it
right
could
with the
be
nice one.
Your coochie. It could be somebody calling you a pussy because you scared. Like,
Soft.
where did we hear this from?
Give me a sentence.
And I think it was the internet. That
No,
was the
of
day I had
course.
put like locks on the fucking tablet. I was like, all right, pussies.
Out of there.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it, Kayla?
Allowing her to swear, it all depends.
I don't think
It
it should be
depends.
excess. Like, you're not just about to keep swearing.
Right.
Right.
I mean, like, I swear like a fucking sailor. So if she swears and it pops out every now and then, like, she knows not to say it in like front of my mom but my mom's the same fucking way. So we're just like,
Right.
if it slips out, it's
It's
okay.
there.
But if you're blatantly doing, if I catch you outside and you're like, motherfucker, bitch, da da da,
Right.
which
Yeah,
they
no,
do,
yes.
I will
Too
take
much
her and I will
seasoning.
whoop her monkey
Yeah.
ass, and she knows that shit. So she better.
Infamous line is, I ain't they mamas. Light your ass up.
Yeah.
That's it.
But yeah, like, no.
It must have been because of my kids. I'm like, dang, kids that crazy. Because I mean, he
Did
doesn't
you
really
make
swear.
it
It's only because he ride with me in the car. So.
What that mean?
What is he be listening to?
Depends
No,
on
it's
the
me.
story I'm
He
telling
be
you.
listening
You
to
right.
me in my bad road rage. Yo, because the other day he was like, "Mommy, what the fuck?" I was like, "Oh my god, shut up."
And how old is he?
7.
That's the age. They love swearing.
And he really do because he be like,
Yeah.
and then he started laughing after he said because he know I'm like, stop saying. So I try to like change the word. I was like, no, I said fox. He was like, fox. I was like, yeah, like a red fox. Like, yeah. He's like, Mom, red fox. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to say yes because I think you mean to swear. So it's
Right.
like I might have messed up. I might have messed up with that one and should have just corrected it.
Like,
out
what
of
the
my
red
mouth.
fox lady? You be like,
Right.
ooh.
Like, hey,
They're gonna ask you what it meant.
swear.
You know what it meant.
we know what it meant. That's us. That's our little code. Then we keep it.
Nah, she know better. She know. I add a lot of sprinkling in my sentences. A lot, especially when I'm upset or telling the story. Ooh.
Yeah.
Definitely upset.
In road rage. I feel like I was cussing on the way here.
I think it's so important to let kids express themselves, especially when they're upset.
Yes, absolutely.
I'd
Just
rather
need a
you do
healthy
it in
level
front of me.
expression.
Do it in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
so that we can, address that and change it and talk
Right.
about it and properly channel what you're supposed to do at what
Yeah.
time.
I agree.
I'd rather you fuck up in front of me before you do it in
Right.
front of somebody else and look crazy,
Yeah.
because that's a reflection of me.
That's real.
Not even a reflection. I think that too, but everybody not gonna treat your kid how you treat your kid. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I always tell people, like, I used to be a teacher at one point, and I had to get the fuck up out of that. But I remember sitting down, parents, they were angry. I had sat down like 15 fucking parents. I was like, I ain't even talking to y'all one-on-one. We all gonna come in this room together. And they was looking at me crazy because I was telling them, your kids are out of order. And I had to break it down simple. And after they respected it, and I said, listen, I care about your kids. These motherfuckers out here don't care about your kids. So you should be happy that I'm correcting them and not the world. Because when they go out in the world, there's not going to be no sympathy for
I
them.
don't give a fuck.
And, a few parents after, their tune changed after that. And they was like, you know what? We respect what you're doing here. But kids, I think people got to realize, like, kids are people too.
Yes.
They have feelings too. They have
Yes.
emotions too.
Yep.
And I know, like, sometimes the way, like, especially my generation, the way I was raised, it was like children were seen, not heard. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
true.
So you
Yeah.
didn't matter. It was like, shut the fuck up. What
I
are you
hate that
complaining
fucking
about?
phrase.
Stay in a kid's place.
Yeah, stay in a kid's place, and so now I think for us that went through it, the ones who kind of smartened up a little bit, we raise our kids a little different, and it's
Absolutely.
like, all right, I'm gonna hear you out. You know what I mean?
It's
You
like a
got
healthy
little
balance
voice.
of both.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
You might be
It's
saying something I
guidance.
don't-
Yeah,
you
shut
don't
the fuck
need to
up.
hear.
Right, exactly.
Go
Shut up,
away.
because you sound stupid. You're a child. You don't understand.
just-
But
Yeah.
there are more instances where I think we're taking heed and be like, nah, we knew what it was like to be shut down. So
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you say what you have to say, and as long as you're respectful with it. You ain't about to be yelling at me like, oh,
Right.
White kids.
Because there's some kids who like will abuse and manipulate that. Like I have someone I work with, she be telling us about her daughter, and I be like, shoot, all she needed to get her ass beat.
Yeah, you know the difference between
like all you need
those parents who goes
like
you're not gonna keep sitting here arguing me down. That's not gonna happen. You're gonna shut the hell up.
And then blaming her for her issues. Like I'm like, she's just trying to manipulate you. I was like, yo, you over here.
Wait, how old is that child?
She's 15.
Oh, that's
look at 15. You gotta get that. You gotta get that phone.
Like we outside.
Phone
Done that.
Everything. Listen, my daughter knew I was crazy one day. She slammed the door. That door came off. I didn't even talk. She slammed the door. I said, "Oh, this is what we're doing. All right, because I don't have to beat you. Sometimes beating ain't always the answer. I'm gonna hit you where it hurts."
Oh, I love
and I turned around. Yes. I didn't even say nothing to her. She slammed the door. I politely opened the door, and all the motherfucking shit came off the hinges. She said, "Oh, she's crazy." Mm-hmm. That TV had a trash bag on top of it. She said, "Oh, she's not to be fucked with."
Oh, okay.
That's right. In the dark. I own all this. So what are we doing today?
Legit, just had that conversation with my daughter. She's 6. Yeah. And she did. I forgot what she did. This was last night.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, I'm telling you now, because as you get older, the words become less, and these hands do work.
That's right.
And so, I'm all for freedom to express. Yep. When she get a little exercise, I'm like, yo, turn that shit down.
Yep.
And talk.
Yep.
And she can do that. And I get flack from people. And they're like, you let her express too much. And I'm like, what happens? Y'all shut out the light so early that they become insecure adults.
There you go.
And so then, I don't want her to be how I was.
That's right.
So I want her to be able to express herself and formulate her words to be able to say what she got to say. Yep. But at the same time, little girls is,
Yep.
They little girls, and she is her mother's daughter.
Yep.
So I can't even be mad at her. Sometimes
it's a fine line.
Yes, it's just how you do it. And as long as you teach them, they'll be fine. I feel like
it was crazy. Me and my daughter, we was having a debate. She's 13.
Oh,
and
precious.
We was talking about something. She just be doing some dumb shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm explaining this to her. I'm like, look, if you would have just did this, she's talking. She gonna tell me she don't want to talk about it. All right, first of all, motherfucker, you the one who brought it up. So we gonna continue to talk about it.
Gonna finish it.
Because every time you don't like something that I say to you that you disagree with, now you don't want to talk about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I shut her down. We was having a disagreement, but like 5 minutes later, she came back and hugged me because it's like it's a respect thing.
She felt that.
So it's like I'll give a little to get way more, and it didn't cost me nothing because my ego's not involved. Because what I think about it is, I'm like this. You're 13. In 5 years, you're gonna be 18. My job is to make sure that when you come out in the world, you're a respectable person and people respect you.
Right.
It's fine. I gotta teach you. I'm not here to fucking be your disciplinarian and I'd had to do that when you was like 3 or 4. I had to put my foot on your neck to make sure that when you go to school, you're doing this and that. Now at 13, I have to mold you into being like a respectable person.
Right.
And so it was crazy because when she like gave me a hug and shit, I was like, yeah, she fucking know. You know what I'm saying?
Like
but that's the gratification. Like I could have argued her down, wrestled her. I don't want to argue down. Just shut the fuck up. For a second and listen. You don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? So I think you're right. Like sometimes you got to give kids like leeway a little bit. Yeah. Let them be them, and
we got to give them what we didn't have, and it's not materialistic. It's the freedom to be themselves.
Yeah.
I think it's more definitely what you said about her going off into the world. And now she's 13, then she becomes 18. It's a lot of parents who forget the fact that, one, you ain't always gonna be here. Two, whatever you teach them, all the lessons and things that they also learn outside, or is what makes and also molds them into the adult and the person that they go out to be. So it's like you can't be dropping your kids off in the game without no protection.
Give them a solid
and this is what I think people don't realize now is the kids have the fucking internet.
Yes.
Like my daughter come to me,
yes,
and she'll ask me some shit, but she already asked Google before she asked me. And I'm like, yo, you asking Google and then you're verifying with me.
Right.
verify with me first, and then verify with Google. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
we Google together.
Because you ain't gonna find everything on Google.
Yeah,
There's some
so
lessons you not gonna find on Google.
it's crazy, but I don't think people think of that. Like parents don't think of that shit. It's like, yo, if you don't talk to your motherfucking kids, Google gonna talk to them. TikTok's gonna talk to them.
Them other kids gonna talk to them.
They
All
gonna
them,
talk
all them
to
older
them.
people on YouTube pretending to be them other
Look
little
at
characters.
13 and
my
everything
God.
else under the
So
sun.
it's
They
true.
be telling your kid to meet you at Holyoke Mall.
Who what?
I'm just saying, it's gonna
See,
be some
like,
sex
that's-
trafficking and everything else
that's that
going
shit.
on. Just like,
That's how you get stabbed. We already talked about that. She's
Yep.
6 and we
Yeah,
talk about it now.
yeah.
That's creepy, but in the same breath, like you don't know every waking thing your kid does. That's why it's
facts.
important. So when they're 3 or whatever, to then you get to the 13, like to understand this relationship is here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you need to know this is here. Like that I could say I'm very appreciative of having.
Yeah,
coming up
it
for
has
sure.
to be like at some point, we were growing up and parents be like, I'm not your little friend.
Oh Lord,
This
that's
day
my
and
mama.
age, you better
My
be
mama
your
favorite line.
motherfucking kid's friend.
You need to be. You are their friend technically. They say that shit
Yeah,
as
you
a defense
better be their
mechanism.
friend.
But you like that's how I called her my little broke best friend. She's like, "Can you stop calling me broke?" And like she legit said, "I'm not broke." I said, "You right? You got some money in the bank. I ain't even gonna front."
Right.
But my little best friend, and she appreciated that. And it was, I didn't expect her to say it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's my little homie.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I tell her all the time, "There's no secrets. You can tell me anything. Be honest with me. Don't lie to me." I said, "If you lie to me now,
I
it's
can't
like
help
it gets
your
worse."
ass. Yeah, I can't help you.
I was like, I'm instilling it now, because if you lie to me when you get older, I'm gonna knock all your teeth out your mouth.
Right, exactly.
And that's just what it is. And that's why she tells me everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes like it's supposed to be a surprise, and it's like you got to tell her that so she doesn't tell me.
Right.
Because she asked me a question, I'm gonna give her an answer.
That's right. And a real one.
And it's whether it's about people, places, or things. I'm gonna be real honest, and I feel like sometimes people get caught up in their own shit and living their life on social media that they forget that their kids are watching. And the ill part about when we grew up versus when the kids are growing up, you didn't know the shit that we did.
Facts.
You didn't know all the hot stuff, the wild stuff. And now, if your mom was twerking her ass in 2005, guess what? Somebody got that.
That shit's
it's on the internet
captured,
forever.
right.
Somebody's gonna pull
You
that
know how
up.
many friends I have? They were like, God damn, I'm glad we didn't have no fucking cameras back then.
Oh my god.
You guys are lucky.
Ooh,
Y'all the ones who
Everything
want to be
is the
on
same
camera.
thing.
Y'all want to be on camera on YouTube.
They wanna
all of
be
that.
seen.
Y'all want to
Yeah,
be
they
on
do.
scene.
They want to be.
Actually, I do.
See, that's the thing though. That's what
Yeah.
that's what technology made you want. Just based off of you look at the Kardashians, they
Yeah.
put the microscope on people with money or people who are famous or whatever, and made you want it.
Right.
It made you want it, and this is why people force and go viral. This is why exactly what you were
Right.
saying in the beginning is the issue with music, because it's more about clout than anything else. Because from what I grew up with, you couldn't get paid off popularity.
Facts.
That shit didn't cut you no checks.
Right.
Right here today, you can be in a YouTube ass relationship with whoever, faking it to make it, and can get paid just because someone clicked on
You're
your
getting
shit.
paid to pretend.
Now, did you guys ever watch the Netflix series Fake Famous?
Yes.
No.
That's
Okay. Did you watch
Y'all
it?
watched
I haven't seen it. No.
Did you see that, Fee? Fake Fame. Did you see that? Okay, so you see
yes,
it.
I seen it.
So tell us what that is.
I gotta watch it.
You know,
now.
I feel like the black man. Remember the black man they had doing the weights and shit? He was like, man, fuck this. This is fake shit. That's how I feel. I'm like, yo, I don't want no bots saying they like me. I don't want no fake comments. I don't want nothing. He was like,
nothing.
fuck this shit.
Nothing.
The white girl went far.
She, of course, because she already had her head in the game. She
Listen.
knew.
So what they did was just really quickly. I don't mean to jump off topic.
Oh, you fine?
They took these people and they all wanted to be Instagram influencers,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they picked a selective few and they said, we gonna make y'all fake famous. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So they came over here and they found like niches for all of them. So the white girl they took, they went and got her a new haircut.
Okay, yeah.
Remember that?
Yep,
They
yep.
went and got her a new haircut. They had like toilet bowls with the fucking, so it looked like she was on a jet. They had her lean back in a baby
Not
pool.
even her
that you
life.
dip
Like
your-
everybody had a
yeah, look, it's like certain scenes. Then they had a black dude and he was like into fashion, so they made him like work out. So they had all these pictures with him working out. And then they had this other white gay dude. He was a trip. So
He
they
was
had
feeling
him-
it.
He was, and somebody hit him. Somebody hit him up. It was like, dude, where are you getting all these followers? Like, nigga, we know you. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, whoa, this is too intense. And basically, the moral of the story was, because people thought people liked you, they bought into you.
Yeah. Into your
But
lifestyle.
it was all fake.
It was.
It was the
And
lifestyle.
some people couldn't handle it. Like the black dude was like, this shit is whack. These aren't even real. This ain't real love. I don't want it. He dropped out. The other white dude, he was like, people are calling me out. My anxiety is through the roof. I don't want it.
Yeah.
And then the white girl, they had her. She was going on field trips
I was
and
gonna say she
shit,
was on
right?
trips and all
Yeah, they
types
was
of stuff.
sending
She
her
was
product
lit. She was
placement.
with
She
it.
was lit so much that it ended up actually bringing her real followers, and people thought she was popping, and she was. She was living like in a fucking shack. You know what
It
I'm
just put
saying?
in perspective, though.
Yeah, it did.
really put that
and what
perspective.
the internet could do, and how people respond when people think people are popping.
Right.
I swear to God, that shit's so annoying.
Yeah, it was weird.
That show was like a car accident.
Yeah, it was. It was
like,
weird.
oh,
But I was
this.
watching it. I was like,
Like,
yo,
yo,
this shit
is
is
good.
ill. Yeah. I was like,
The
this
crazy
is,
part about it is like there's mad teenagers
Yeah.
that really don't realize how fake this shit is.
yeah.
It's like wrestling, though.
Like,
You
yeah,
got
it's like
people
that.
who's hardcore
Entertainment
wrestling
purposes
fans.
only.
Right.
Oh my
No,
God.
nah.
I feel like social media is
There are
entertainment
some
purposes.
folks who jump into. I'm saying that as far as wrestling, who jump into wrestling like as if it's still real. Like y'all know,
Right.
100% it's not real. Like
They're in it for the drama.
I guess, but it's so
It's
they
so
so
fake
damn
now.
extra. I don't
It's the
see how you get it for
storyline.
drama.
Yeah,
They
it's
spend more
funny.
time
You
being
trying to tell me you
cute.
like wrestling? You still watching wrestling?
I don't watch fucking wrestling,
Oh, I thought
but it's
you
like
was-
Days
you
of Our
sound like you was a
Lives.
little
People
defensive,
watch
so I was
that.
wondering. I'm
But the
sorry.
soap
Love
operas
and
is
hip hop.
different,
People
though.
watch that. That's not real.
No,
I
it's
don't
the
know why
same. No,
they
I
watch
agree
it.
with you on that because I can't stand it. I'm sorry. It's
I
like
don't watch any of that shit.
I watched it a couple times and it's.
I love that shit.
Bad Girls
After a
Club.
while,
I
I had to
watch
give
it.
it up because
I like watching mindless stuff though,
I
because sometimes shit be so heavy
You gotta just
that by the time I sit down and actually turn on the TV, I be like, yo, I want to watch something dumb. And only selected
I don't
shows.
like Love and Hip Hop because it's like it ain't about
Love
hip
Hip
hop.
Hop is stupid.
It's not about hip hop. Y'all want to be on. Y'all trying to be
It's
on.
like Basketball Wives. It's like nobody here is married to a basketball
That ain't
star.
never
so I don't
been.
know what's
Except for Shawnee's. Literally the only one.
I guess that's the part that turns me off because it's just like, so
No,
what are you really
girlfriends.
here for?
Yeah, it's weird.
Like it's dumb. Like
And
you
they all
baby
just sit and
mothers.
argue
Because the
with each
wives
other.
ain't out there doing this extra shit that
Yeah,
y'all
you go.
doing.
Wives is doing shit that wives do.
Taking care of the kids. Oh, you ain't doing
Getting money, securing bags, and making sure shit good behind the
Right.
scenes. I don't got time to sit up there and be
Shade.
cute.
Yeah.
and fighting.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't got time
weird.
for that.
The boxing and all the backstab, like that's what got me with all that stuff. It's like, dang,
That shit is
just
annoying.
looking at older black women, and like this shit. Oh, we still do that.
So that
do
brings
that.
us into our next topic. Is it wrong for black women to feel some type of way?
About
About what?
oh, that was about Bobby Shmurda. Everybody they was killing him
What
today
happened?
What
because
happened?
he got a white girlfriend. So they was killing him. They was killing him.
You know what? White is right.
It was killing
That's
him.
what they like.
Don't get these two started.
I actually didn't even have. I was gonna. I don't care.
That's what they do.
I don't care if a black man dates a white woman. I really don't care. Like, what else are you gonna do? Like,
Listen, your vagina, your penis ain't my business. The only problem I have is when
Yeah.
you get yourself into these relationships
Yeah.
and you fucking are disgusting to the people that you came from.
Tell
Don't
them,
get
Ashley.
over on the
What you
other
mean?
side.
What you mean?
And start, oh, black women ain't shit. Black women.
Oh, see,
nigga,
yeah.
you slid out.
That's the
Like that's.
difference.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Tell
Tell
them,
them,
Nah.
Ashley.
Nah.
Tell
do
them.
your thing.
Nah.
If you find love, I think
Yeah.
you're blessed and fortunate. If
yeah,
you
but
find
you don't gotta
something
bash.
right,
Absolutely.
right?
Don't bash.
But like,
Yeah, not that bad.
what the fuck? How clown do you look?
Did he say that?
No, I don't know.
no. Oh, I was about to
just in
say,
general.
oh.
Like I love that shit. Like I love love, right? I love black love first
Yeah.
because it's dope,
Yeah.
and they don't put it out there, but it exists and it's profound
And
and
it
it's
does.
plentiful.
And it's beautiful.
And it's a
Exactly.
beautiful
Yep.
thing because the society will have you believe that we don't get married, we don't have
Facts.
families, we not there. But at
Right.
the same time, I just don't go chasing white girls for clout. Now, if he happy, by all means, be happy. I just in the back of my mind, sometimes I wonder, like, so what happened? Like, who hurt you
Nah, you know what it is?
to be so negative towards black women?
The funny shit is, because did I say that to you when I see him with the white women when he came out of jail? Okay, I
When
thought
did she
so.
start liking him?
Huh?
I want to know when she started liking him.
I think that was the thing too.
So when he came out of jail, he was greeted by a whole slew of white women. I was like,
those all
"Fee,
his
what the
pen
fuck is
pals."
going on here?"
Yeah, pen
And
pals.
I said, "Yeah, these is the only bitches who like him."
That's it. That's all.
I mean, realistically,
Yeah, that's all I can gather.
Basically, what was thrown at him, like,
Yeah,
that's all who was throwing. But I mean, as far as the comments in the video, it was just her and him, like,
where was this on his page?
I gotta go be nosy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
it was from her page, and then obviously everybody,
I seen it on the
everybody
Shade
got
Room.
to it. But it was just a video of them kicking it. There was with other people, but she was like, she was kind of flaunting all the expensive shit. So the women in the comments was like,
boy.
so this is you got out to do this type of shit. You ain't doing no music. You buying shit and flaunting with this chick. Like,
You like them snow bunnies.
come on, like this is what you. And she's like, oh my papa, this time third. So I was like, oh.
You know what it is? That sound like she being extra now.
Nah, but you know what it is. I think for a lot of these black,
Because she called papa.
Who, the white woman?
Yeah,
bitch, was you murdering with him before he went to jail? Was you with
No,
it?
but you know what it is. White women, they love playing the part. You know what I'm trying? They don't give a fuck about that. So they go.
Want the clout, not the struggle.
Listen, they have an agenda. Black women, we don't really be having an agenda, which sometimes I feel like we should.
How so?
Because
what you mean on that?
Elaborate.
I'm gonna elaborate just a little bit. All right, check it. Right, he come out of jail. He got a whole slew of snow bunnies. They're ready to do what the fuck ever he says. A black woman, we got expectations half the time. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes niggas, they don't want to hear that. He don't want that. He don't want to hear that.
He want to do what he want to do.
He just want to do what the fuck he want to do. And you know what she says? Honey, do you need your balls licked?
Wait, she got the
Honey,
down.
that's right. She got
the
motherfucking, fingers just vibrating, and she
fully all day
right
just for that.
And a black woman, we gonna be like, you know what, sir? You just got out of jail. We want to see you level up. We want to see the best for you.
Get in the studio.
But why are we wrong for that?
It's not that we're wrong for that. I think I think sometimes men like him go for what's easy.
Damn, that's a whole bunch of them. Because it's like
But
that's why I should elaborate.
But sometimes, but you have to think of that caliber of man too, though, right? This ain't listen. We're talking about Bobby Schmurder. We ain't talking about a militant nigga.
You right.
You know what I'm trying to say? So we're talking about a nigga who, first of all, your name is Bobby Schmurder. You went to jail for some shit.
Yeah.
And we trying to make you believe that, King, you higher than that. That nigga don't want to hear that. Bitch, drop them drawers and shut the fuck up. Because I'm comfortable with being a nigga.
They're already telling him he's at the top. Yeah. These white women.
They don't give a fuck, though.
Here's the flip side, right? Because I look at the black males, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, when you grow up surrounded by some bitter black women, and I said it, because there's a bunch of bitter ass women out here. That's mad as hell that they baby daddies left. So you take it out on these children. So you neglect this child of love. So then he develops this angst against women that look like him. Facts. So I can that's the flip side where I can understand why they might venture off on the other side. But that's when I say, mental health treatment is real. Heal that child that was hurt before you start, because you discount a bunch of people.
But who's there to heal him?
You have to be willing to look at that. You have to be willing to look within yourself. Like, I feel like
he has to look within himself.
And it's not, but
because who's there to tell him he's broken?
Right. And that's not the case for all people. But like, when I look at it, I think about that. But I feel like as a black woman, no matter how shitty my male experiences have been, seeking out a black man is just what it is for me.
Oh,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? Like, I feel like sometimes our black men are so quick to run away from the challenge.
All right, but how about this? Why is it black women are so afraid to run away from black men? Why y'all don't be dating Chinese people and Mexicans and white men and all that shit?
Can I just answer with my own answer?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if from my perspective, I was just like, I don't know if it's real or if I'm being fetishized.
Oof. I respect that fucking answer.
Just the dick for me.
That's just for me.
I respect that answer. That's what.
But
that's the dick for me.
But listen. All right. All right. Here's a question. Right.
Never fails.
All right. Check it. You meet a guy. You're feeling him. How soon do you fuck him?
Depends on said guy.
That's my vagina's business.
What we doing?
Okay, see, I like everybody's answer.
That's not.
So this is the point I'm trying to make. I feel like you wouldn't know that they've fetishized about you, whatever the fuck word is. I don't know. What is it?
Got you. Fetishized.
Fetishized.
Yeah.
All right. If you took time to get to really know them, though,
right?
You know what I'm trying to say. So that's why I say I'm not asking you to tell me how often you fuck somebody. I'm just saying that's the reason why I asked.
I understand what you're saying.
And the expectation is so. I think
get the D.
Yeah, I think a lot of time like we so hesitant, like, because you know what it is though when black women date outside the race, you're not just dating you're dating the family.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like you. But when you take me to the motherfucking picnic, because white people do picnics, When you take me
so
to the
strong.
I don't want
picnic,
to come to the picnic.
And you feel that energy. We're perceptive because we already know. Like, think about it. As Black women, we're the most judged species. Like, they look at us for if I talk wrong, if I wear my hair wrong, if I just do something wrong, it's an automatic like bang
According
bang.
to that standard,
You get the way society is set up.
Yeah.
Right. So I always feel like I'm being judged, not personally, but just like it's what it is. You walk into a space, you know, they're looking at you like, so that's why we always are. We do what we do.
Yeah, but even down to that, then you're constantly going to be on the defensive. So you're going to come into contact with moments where it's not called for,
right?
And you're going to react.
Just, like I don't discriminate, right?
Yeah.
My husband is Puerto Rican and Black. It is what it is.
Right.
Like if it was a white dude and he was cool and that's what happened, that's fine. Whatever. I don't knock it because my mom was like, "You love who you love."
Right.
Which is facts. But I feel like, you know, just for me, in my roots, when the ancestors speak to me.
See, I think that's the problem. I think Black women, we need to explore more options.
I'm down for the exploration.
Yeah.
Ahead,
I think we're always, because naturally we say, oh, we want a strong Black man. But fuck that. They don't be saying that shit back.
Not even just that. Stop saying that because shit, some of them just ain't
strong.
Sorry, not sorry, but
strong in all ways.
Like, listen, your name is Bobby Schmurda.
Right.
Like, it's like I didn't feel no type of way about him. Where I just thought that the comments had me dying. It really, the comments were hilarious.
I think
like,
we
bitch, I put money on your books for this. Like,
oh damn this.
Oh wait, she said what?
Yeah,
she put money.
That is
But now because you got that aspect too,
dating.
where you got women that will ride or die with you, and this nigga get out and shit all over you. It's like motherfucker.
Yeah.
She ain't putting nothing on your ivory soap or them graham crackers.
Right.
But you gave me your ass to kiss. But I mean, it's such is life. You got to chalk it up.
I think people should love whoever they love.
I agree.
You want to hump a horse at night?
I'm not going to
not a horse.
Not a horse. Is okay with it, and there's a consent.
The horse can't give consent.
No, not a horse.
You can't. Bestiality is one side.
Maybe a Asian man. I don't know. What?
I seen a Dominican
Whatever's
Japanese
your
person on
preference.
IG yesterday, and it was wow.
Yeah,
Animals can't say yes, so
They just
y'all done messed up with the bestiality.
Yeah,
I don't.
Seen
Listen, I seen somebody fuck a chicken on Facebook.
Whoa.
I did see an Afghan person fuck a cow. That was weird.
How do you? Never mind.
And I didn't eat chicken for like 2 months, and
I
I'm all
wouldn't eat the
set.
chicken either. You can't do a
How do you
horse.
fuck a
I mean a chicken.
It was a little Asian man, and he was
But that
fucking
guy
a chicken.
was
and it was
fucking. The Afghan man was fucking the cow.
See, like I don't.
Scrolling on.
Swear to God,
she be having some sketchy stuff. But
This was on World Star like back in the day.
All right.
And it was like a security cam, like a night vision.
Oh, he wasn't supposed to be
like
out
he
there.
crept out in there, and they caught him on the night vision.
You got one friend on Facebook that shares the weirdest shit, and I'd be like, do I want to look at this right now? Because I really don't fucking want to look. And I look at it, and I'm like, oh.
I always click.
Sometimes I do.
Like
it depends.
clickbait.
Like I remember, I got a video. I seen a video where they walked up. The dude, they in the field. He in the field with the dog, and he got his pants down, and the dog's like mounting him, and they was like, "Yo, what did you do?"
I seen him fuck a fish.
The way that
Not the fish.
Google it. Google it, ladies. World, stop fucking animals and stop posting it on fucking Facebook because we're tired of seeing it. Okay, I don't want to see you fuck no more chickens, no more fishes, no more nothing. Please.
If you have a number to a therapist, tell them, send it to me. Please.
It's like on the episode of the show where it'd be like not making fun of like suicide or nothing, but like the hotline be like, okay, if you've been abused or blah blah blah, like if you any of your pets. You know,
you think your pets have been abused,
or something? Are you thinking you looking at your pets in the wrong kind of light? Creeps, you nasties. But anybody watch them? It's on Amazon Prime. Y'all got Amazon Prime?
I have not.
I catch that.
I haven't watched it yet. I read an article about it last night. Damn, what was in my phone?
Yeah.
No, it's just so I saw the previews for it like last week. No, 2 weeks before it actually came out. I think it started the 9th. They dropped it. So I was just really like intrigued. Like it reminded me of the movie Us. I don't know if anybody saw Us. So I was like, ooh, I'm gonna see that. I thought that's where it was going. So, but after watching, that's definitely it is, but a different flip. Like Us was more or less her going into the other world. If you've seen or whatever, that was Us. But it being them, it's like them is such a broad. Them is just broad in general. Like anyone could be a them. You know what I mean? Like a group of people is just a them. So it's like it's interesting. I know a lot of people talk because it's racially motivated shit like that. So I know everyone's kind of like, I don't want to see nothing like, especially with everything that's going on. in the world. So I was just curious. Anybody watch it? Damn, watch it, y'all. Y'all need to see it. It was actually.
I have to watch it.
Check it
I know
out.
everybody don't want to see nothing pro black, not pro black, but you know, I know
it's not pro black, and I'm tired at this point. Like, I know all this racial shit is going on, but stop. We
capitalizing off of it.
Yeah, we need more than just them showing that part of us. I'm tired of this fucking, like, no, don't misconstrue anything that I'm saying, because this shit is real. However, there has to be a healthy balance.
We are more.
And this cannot be the same fucking movie over and over and over and over and over again.
Because what message are we sending?
Thank you. Where's the black love? Where are those movies? Where's the Love Jones? Where's the Love Jones? Where's the, I don't know. Look at, I can't even name
a movie
them all.
with Keith and Keith. My fault.
Remix.
With Lakeith and was it Issa Rae? I think, I don't know.
That movie was whack though.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I didn't like it.
Oh,
you liked it?
You liked it?
I didn't see. I don't be watching.
I didn't
nothing.
like it.
That was a love story. It was whack. Then she said, "Bring me back to Love Jones." It's crazy. Somebody was just talking trash that movie was not a good love story. I was like, what?
I didn't like it.
That was my.
I was like,
my movie.
I be feverishly looking for shit too.
That's
they
why
don't
that's
have
probably
it
why I
now.
don't watch TV, because I don't want to. Yo, I don't want to see us get beat. Every Black History Month we talk about slaves. That ain't the only shit we do.
Right.
We make music. We make art. We're doulas. We're doctors. We're STEM. We're engineers. Like,
we're chefs. We're a bunch of shit.
We're so multifaceted. Like, I'm so tired of this shit.
Yeah, I think they run that narrative for
too much.
They run it so they can stay angry. That's what the fuck it is.
That's right, because you know what? When you see black people angry, they ain't worried about doing nothing else. They focus on the anger because they know it's a deep rooted history in us.
But then we can't figure out the solution. You can't,
there is a solution.
I know, but you can't keep staring at the problem.
That's what I'm trying to. Yeah.
And there's plenty of people that have been a part of the solution.
Thank you.
Because there's plenty of movements that have been created from people that aren't just talking about our pain.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just it's frustrating, because we talk about changing and we talk about, let's change systemic racism and all that, but it's like, let's change how we're portrayed.
Absolutely.
So that we can, so they can, we have to give them something to respect, right?
Absolutely.
And we have these spaces where we can create these things, but we're telling the same fucking story
over and over.
It's like, let's talk about interracial relationships where a black woman finds a nice guy who treats her well, he takes her from whatever. Not like a Cinderella story, but something with some hardship in it. Something that's tangible, that's real. Like, I'm tired of seeing this bullshit. We don't need a Captain Save-A-Ho. We pretty good at saving ourselves.
Facts.
Just give us something outside of reminding us of why we so fucking angry.
Facts.
I can tell you why I'm angry. I'm angry because we still talk about this shit, not about the punch.
We're still angry, right?
Now,
listen. Do you ladies ever watch Kevin Samuels?
I've called him a couple of times.
You ever heard of him?
Is that the skinny dude that tried to tell people how to do
with the fucking
doing?
glasses?
Shut the fuck up too. I seen the snippet and he got on my nerves.
Nah, but this is the thing though. This is the problem. See, that's the problem. People just look at snippets. We're in a culture of snippets. So if you actually listen to this gentleman, and I don't agree with everything that he says, however, he's very real at saying like this for black women. You have all these expectations, right? But give a nigga some slack. Because all niggas ain't bad. So I guess he'll say like the women that come in there, like, I need a man to make 6 figures and I need a man to do this, right? And he's like, but you ain't a 6 figures bitch. Why don't you stick with but that's why I like him. So the snippets that they put out there, you would be like, this guy's
he's talking shit, right?
But when you actually listen to him, he's really telling black women, listen, it's okay if he's like, the average black man makes $45,000 a year.
Which is fine.
Work with that nigga. Stop letting people think that.
45,
stop thinking that you need to go and have all these demands, because he's like, listen, men are visual, right? Because we look at men for different reasons. You could just look at a situation like Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z is not he's not cute. Right?
Hell no.
She's it.
If his pockets was empty, he would not be attractive.
Thank you. But what do we look for? We look for a man who provides and who's stable and security and shit like that. Well, men look at women visually and they say, so he's basically like, listen, I could be 50. I could go find a 20-something-year-old man. You could be 50. You ain't gonna have all these motherfucking options. So stick within your range of man that's good to you, and stop looking what everybody thinks that you should look for. That's your biggest hindrance.
Yeah, because she ain't being real with herself. Like, but
you know what I'm saying?
really,
so
like,
that's
really
what so that is what I respect about him, because he'll say, he'll be like, so what's your age? What's your weight? What's your dress size? You know what I'm saying? And that kind of shit is just like,
I think that's what turned me off.
See, okay, so that's exactly what I was about to say.
What turned me off. Like,
so
that's what I can respect that message, because I'm the kind of person,
right?
Match what you want. So
right.
if you broke as fuck with 6 kids, you can't tell somebody he can't have kids outside of you, because bro, you was sharing coochie openly for a little bit. Like, you need to,
and that's where he's at.
I agree with that part.
Yeah, but when he goes to the other shit, so that's why I said some of the shit I could deal with, and then some of the shit I kind of be like,
if he starts off with the real shit, like if we and
he does
the other shit,
but this is what he's trying to explain to these. So when he gets to that question with the females, because that's not how he starts off. That's after like a continual conversation. Okay. Then he's like, okay, ma'am, what's your height? What's your dress size? Because now you're saying that you want 3 kids and you want a man to make 6 figures. And so he's like, okay, but if a man's doing that, he has a plethora of options.
Yep.
So what the fuck do you look like that because he could choose whatever the fuck he wants.
What you bring to the table.
But they don't show that part though. But that's the part that he's talking about. He's like, so what's wrong with the plumber who makes $50,000 a year? You're gonna turn him down because he's a plumber?
Can I add something about that wage?
Sure, he can start his own business since you do the books and he do the plumbing.
What these people don't realize is what happens when you don't pay attention. Like that plumber, his starting salary is $35. By the time he's 5 years in the game,
and that's what he
5 years in the game, he's making $35 an hour. 10 years, he's making $45. 15 years, bitch, he could retire both of y'all and pay for everybody education. And that's if what he started at 18, girl, you could a new career at 40.
And he'll be like, though. So girls will be on the like 26 years old, and he'll be like, so you're looking for a man that makes that much money? Are you willing to date a man who's like 55? Because you do realize that men who are your age don't just start out in that age bracket. They come with time.
And I think people get so caught back to social media. People get so caught up in like the moves that they see, and they don't realize like behind the solid relationships is work.
Facts.
There's so much work. There's work. There's compromise. There's gonna be misunderstandings. There's gonna be situations where shit get real. But I feel like like you're looking at something and you watch all these fucking Disney fairy tales. You're like, oh, I'm gonna finish school. I'm gonna find the guy. I'm gonna marry him. I'm gonna have 2.5 kids with a little dog and a nice house. And it's like, bitch, what is your credit score at 22? Let's talk about that.
Wait,
what are we doing?
They've changed though.
Like, what are we? Change what?
The Disney movies. Have you seen them recently?
They're a little bit more realistic, but you know the classics. The classics are Captain
all of these women.
And I get annoyed because I hear women. That's why I called a lot of, sorry y'all, but y'all bitter as fuck. Baby mamas and baby fathers. There's a lot of bitterness.
Oh, listen, I tell people like this. Listen,
that shit's annoying.
A lot of I'll say partners, baby mamas, baby daddies. It don't matter. Base their relationship on their person that they had the child with and how they're going to treat the child. You understand what I'm trying to say? So if you don't like your baby mama or baby daddy,
shouldn't lay down.
Then here goes the fucking outcome. Because a lot of people can't separate the two. A lot of people can't step outside the situation and say, listen, this is for the kid. They are so fixated on the other party that they can't fucking just come to an agreement. And
my first question is always, where was that energy when you laid down raw?
Right.
Because like, if you ain't like them that much, then
not even just that. Those be the ones who be complaining about whatever they were told during the relationship. Bitch, you wasn't supposed to buy the fucking farm before you milked the cow. Didn't realize that shit was a scare.
Did the words match the actions?
Yeah,
like if he's driving your car and borrowing dubs from you, did you really think he was about to do? Like, I'm all for supporting people, but you got to match your energy.
She was trying to be cute. Like, trying to show him something.
At the basic
and that's
shit.
The problem. You be too busy trying to show him something.
We gotta dig deeper, and I think digging deeper starts with knowing your own worth and knowing that you can get you some trim, but you don't have to tie yourself to that trim.
But you know what? A lot of people too. It's like a game of like who moves on faster.
So stupid.
Yeah,
and that be the people be afraid to be alone.
I be telling I hate serial daters.
I don't understand that. Like, how you got a boyfriend in January and you got a new boyfriend in December?
I feel like men that are serial daters are worse, just because now it's like walking around with a loaded gun to me.
Yeah, but a lot of these niggas is sucking a titty for a place to stay. Let's not get
homosexuals.
Yeah,
I heard that phrase and I liked it. The homosexuals, because that's real. They be red flags.
But then but that's on the female because it's like, bitch, you supposed to peep that, or you not. She don't want to
peep
willing
it,
to open your house. Like I don't understand.
But she's so afraid of being alone because none of her peoples is alone, and she don't want to be like her mama who said, "I don't want no nigga."
I'm gonna just say thank you to my parents for not making me turn
codependent.
But you know what? But you grew up with both your mom and your dad.
In my life, but not in the household.
I didn't. Yeah, like mine's weren't in the household, but I respected the growth for each of them.
But you had a relationship with both of them.
Right. Yes, and that's big.
How about you?
Nope.
Yes,
and that's big. And it is. And I
people don't understand that. Like, people don't understand how important a dad is.
I'm learning that now.
Yeah, people.
I've met my dad this year.
Amen.
Okay, for the first time.
28. Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Is still feeling
it's weird.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Awkward.
Yeah, it's definitely awkward.
There's so many challenges, and even though, like,
but you gotta, you know what's ill? Because like a situation like with my dad, I didn't necessarily grow up with my dad, but we made amends a few years ago. And the ill shit is when I come around, I ain't never grew up with this man. We're so much alike.
Yeah.
So it's a connection, and you go, oh, this is nice to see another. And to be honest with you, I feel like I'm more like my dad than I'm actually like my mom.
So that's where you think the conflict, any like negative whatever. Yeah. Like now it's I understand because if you were the person I needed to be talking.
I didn't have that.
It's
right.
real. Like it's deeper than just providing, and I feel like that's the irritation for me with women, especially black women in general, when it comes to their kids. Like it's deeper than that. Like I had both my parents, but my dad was locked up till I was like 13.
Okay.
So I had phone calls.
Okay.
So we built over the phone. Like you don't have to always be right there.
Facts.
You really don't. And I understand like you, and I'm not saying he shouldn't be, but but allow him to build with his child because that's
to.
I agree with that.
You gotta build a bond because the statement that's why I said it, 'cause I'm way more like my dad than I'm like my mom. It's like weird. I would tell my mom things, but I tell my dad the whole story because there's no judgment. You gonna give me the advice. Like I totally we see things the same way, so I know. My favorite line anytime I call me like, tell me if I'm crazy. Like hold on, like just let me know if I'm bugging right quick. Like it's real. It's important.
That's real.
After I built a relationship with my real father, that's when the relationship changed between me and my daughter's father.
Absolutely. So it got better.
Full circle.
Breaking the generational curse.
That's probably like one of the realest things I've heard because that shit is fucking true.
It happens. It's real.
True. Yeah, when you have kids and like baby dad, you be like, man, listen, what's you doing? Is you in or is you out?
Right. Yeah. You don't even know what the proper conversation should be because
not for nothing. Like my baby dad, I took him off of child support. I was like, nigga, you is in or out. I ain't finna come to this court and make you pay. Right. Either you gonna want to be a part of the situation or you're not. But this is not something that I'm finna make you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody and you gonna sit here.
That's a different level of maturity though.
Oh, my maturity.
Because there's so many females that I encounter that are like that. Like I'm taking the child support court and I'm like, dude, like whether the money ain't gonna change the relationship.
The money ain't gonna change the relationship.
And it's not meaningful. Like even though I had my dad, right? We had inconsistencies. And as we connect more as adults, I see where the things that might have made me angry when I was younger, I understand as an adult that he couldn't be who he needed to be for me because he wasn't who he needed to be for himself. Him. Mm-hmm. And that is like, as we continue to work on this relationship, right? It helps my relationship with my husband.
Absolutely.
It helps. It makes me embrace
what
he does for my daughter because there's qualities that my husband has that my dad has. Right, for the times that were good. And then there's qualities where I'm just like I get frustrated because I'm expecting that tendencies from a partner because I didn't get it when I needed, but when I talk to my dad about those times, I get a different insight. And I get to grow from that, and I get to see how the relationships changed. Because when you look at the other adults, it's like, oh snap, it's just crazy. You still mad about this over here, and okay, I understand why you was a little wild, and then hearing them be accountable is mad different. And I think people need to be real about that.
And they have, and I think a large part of that is like the men have to come to a situation where they want to be accountable too.
True.
Because a lot of these niggas is out here still in denial. And it's like, all right, you could be in denial.
But talking about accountability, but on the women's stand front only. Like, it don't work like that, sir.
No. But we've been groomed to be accountable from birth, though. Just like, think about how we just talked about our girls. we talked about, being respectable.
Right.
Boys are allowed to do whatever the fuck they gonna do.
Yeah.
For most of their upbringing, right? They go sow your
Not
oats.
mine.
Tag off. Well, we know not you, but just think about it. Look at the people in our community, in our generation. They out here living their best life.
Right.
Nobody's held accountable till they turn 18. Like, oh, you 18, you gotta get your shit together. But if you ain't try to make him accountable when he was 12,
right,
it's kind of hard to do when he 18.
Oh yeah.
So you got a bunch of grown ass man babies running around this
Facts.
motherfucker because they never learned how to be adults, and then
That's
you get
true.
mad because you settled for this grown ass man baby without realizing that he has some work to do. And I feel like that's our fault.
I hope people just realize that the acknowledgement that's been going on as of lately with people, like, you talk about the mental health stuff and everything. I feel like people in talking about accountability understand that just because you acknowledge it doesn't mean you did the work to fix it.
Facts.
Boom.
Don't hide behind the fact that you like, oh yeah, I know I do that. No, don't just tell me you on the bullshit. I know you on the bullshit. Correct that bullshit.
Right.
Correct it, because then understand, like, we're not helping anything. It's going to continue to trickle down because you're still going around walking the same circle. Walking the same circle.
Address the
You've
root
got
cause
to stop
of the
and understand
bullshit.
that you walk in that circle and getting you nowhere. Literally.
Right.
Literally not getting you nowhere. You got to change your route. You got to change your route.
But back to what you said about the gentleman, he said we got to give him some slack. You kind of we got to recognize that we mature faster.
Absolutely.
Societal wise, we're required to, and just as beings, that's what we
Right.
do. So we do as women need to give them some time to catch up. Like that's why I can give it to them. Like give them a little bit of time. That does not mean I'm dedicating 20 years.
But that's the thing is you got to have a healthy.
20 years.
That's what I was gonna say.
Away.
But you know what? I think a lot of times we give the nigga who doesn't deserve the time.
Yes.
The time.
Yes.
You gotta be like recognize.
That'd be the shit.
You gotta
Ooh.
recognize a real nigga off the rip.
Yes.
That'd be the
saying
like if he ain't been shit for like 3 years, let that shit go.
Not even just that, but okay, recognize a real one off rip. But sometimes they might have some real tendencies, and it's other things where it's like,
You weird. Yeah. Fucking weirdo.
I think women need to focus on what they're looking for, and then like try to find a man to fit in that puzzle.
that category, right?
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You can't say, you gotta be like, you gotta make your list and be like, okay, I need this, and this. I don't really care about.
And then
No, but
it's all
gotta
trial and
match
error
that
too,
energy.
though.
Right,
Like, because I'm tired
exactly.
of women saying, look, he needs to have this, he needs to have this. Meanwhile, you live with your mom, your cousin, and
Right.
your best friend Tracy on the weekend.
Right.
Because that's because your mother watch your kids throughout. Like, there's make your pros and cons, but make sure you can match that. Like,
Right.
if you make 50, you need to be working within the 35 to 48
But you
range
know
in the
what?
beginning. I feel like that's just being real, because
you wanna-
everybody can't do it off the cuff.
But you want to know what's funny? Because even like the dude he was saying, he's like, listen, men don't give a fuck how much money you make, and they don't care about your goddamn degree.
At all.
They don't.
Not one.
But listen,
It do-
but
we'll
we
be happy if
always,
you
we
get
always
it,
bring
but-
it up, and we be like, well, we could pay. They don't give a fuck about that shit, because you know why? The reality is, like, men want to be needed.
Yeah.
And there ain't no man in here who's gonna right. You want to be needed?
Listen to the mic.
You don't want to be needed.
You do. You just don't know. You
want
want
a goddamn life. Because let me tell you something. If you couldn't fix the plumbing and she called another motherfucker in to fix
You
the
gonna be
plumbing,
mad.
you gonna feel some
Because she gonna
type
call
of
that
way
nigga
about
every
that.
time for everything that need to be fixed, and then sooner or later it's gonna be that.
Facts. You gotta keep seeing Dexter over here.
Oh, Dexter.
Wait.
Not Big Dick Dex. Dexter. Tyrone. You gotta feel some type of Tyrone.
Shots fired. Oh,
Big Dick
snap.
Willie. Way about it.
Oh, snap.
That's real. I think it, like, you shaking your head no, but I
think to an extent.
think that about men in a sense, and I had gotten into an argument, and that was what was said to me, because I'm real, like,
Independent.
I'm absolutely
As fuck.
That's where I was bred.
Yeah, I get on their
Literally,
nerves.
so-
I get on their nerves.
well, can't help you.
What happened?
So he was just like, oh, well, we need you to. He's like, oh, well, I just want you to need me, and it's like, I don't.
That's fucked up when you say
But
that
then-
out loud.
but I'm
So
saying that.
so
but
you
then
said
it's-
you didn't need him?
No. I said I don't know how to.
She
do
said,
that.
"I don't need
Okay.
you."
But the
Oh, that's
thing
real.
is, you don't.
don't
That's what I was
need
about
you.
to say. That's a
But
real
it's
statement,
deeper
though.
than just it's. You need what? Because it's whether it's financial, like fragrance wise. That's
I don't need you. I don't need you, nigga. She said, I don't need you.
No,
So
but
you
it's not.
told
'Cause
him you
sometimes it's
didn't need him?
financial. It's not that I don't need you. I had to.
You didn't wanna
recycle and
lie?
realize what I needed him for, because
Okay.
face value or my initial thought of need is financial. I don't need you to.
But that's
finance
all
me.
women, though,
I don't
I
need
think.
you to.
When we
that's
first
why
look,
how I thought
provide
he
and
was-
protect. You know
So I
what
thought
I'm
he was talking. So I'm like,
Right.
I don't need you for finances. Well, shit, I got my own car. Like,
Right.
Like,
Right.
so now I'm gonna think. I was like, all right, Because if I don't need you, then you're right. What is your purpose here?
Right.
So let me take a step back and actually think on that shit.
That's
and it's
right.
like, I may not
Facts.
need you financially, but it's like when it comes to like mental or whatever, like
Emotional.
ain't nobody
Right.
match me as best. So it's
Right.
like, this is where, it's a different level of need. Some people's need is more physical.
Facts.
So it's not that you may think that right now, but you gonna want to be needed, okay?
And
Cut it out.
you know what?
He
Sometimes I know
he gonna get sick of us. He just don't even know what
Tie-dye
he signed
shit.
up
And it's so
for.
crazy that you said that because I didn't have the conversation where like I want you to need me, but it's kind of like you don't ask for help and then
Yeah.
you get mad, and it's just
Yeah.
like I had to
Oh,
check
no, I don't do
myself.
that.
Yeah.
It's not even I get mad, I just do that shit and don't give a fuck. And the people like, why you don't just ask for help? Like, because I'd rather do it myself. But I learned, like when I had that conversation recently, I was like, oh shit, I'm over here bulldozing shit. Let me
Don't just
let me
sit
just
back.
can you take out the trash?
There
I could
you
take
go.
it out,
And
but
that's
can
you take it out. That's listen.
And that is
Sometimes you gotta put your motherfucking listen.
like I get on my own nerves when I look back at some of this shit.
No, because you know why I think sometimes us as women like we want everything immediately. And men are so laxadaisical.
what you nodding over there for?
No, it's true. Because men, listen,
You know what?
I'll ask my husband to do something, right? A month. Like, okay, you know that the sink is clogged. Can you go get Drano and fix the fucking sink or get a snake if the Drano don't work? Right?
fix it, jeez.
Now, I wait a month because I know I be like, all right, I'm not
30
gonna
days.
nag him. He work. He da 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 da.
Sure.
So you know, you try to be you
30 days,
compromise
I don't know.
because I know
Pick your
as
battles.
a woman, I want it done today. If I mention it today, I want it done today.
And I already bought the stuff.
But I'm married
It's
and you
underneath the sink.
compromise. You wearing at a stroking.
Uh-huh.
Then when I ask you 30 days later, you're acting like I'm annoying to you.
Now I'm about to pluck out your chest hair.
Yup. And it's like, don't
yes.
do that. So you know what I'm saying? So you over there smiling. So I know you know. Like, are you
Yes.
annoyed when women ask them things? Because y'all don't want to do shit.
Sure don't.
See, at the
What
wrong
time
time.
is wrong
When
time?
is the
You
right
sitting on the
time?
damn
Because
couch,
you
folks.
guys are going to work, playing your video games, jacking your dick, eating our food, taking a shit. When is
Asking
the right
for something
time?
else to eat
And you want
snack?
some trim
Never.
on top of it.
and a trim.
And you want some trim.
Right, it's hard to find. Thank
want
you.
some trim.
And then you want me to fuck you. No, because
All
you
of
need
it.
to take the trash out first and fix the goddamn drain, and then I'll fuck you.
Today.
Why don't y'all understand?
It could be that
Today.
easy.
It's very simple.
right now?
So in my head, right, while you talk about the drain, I'm just thinking like, yo, all it takes is 2 seconds to pour that shit down.
That's
the sink. That's all
it.
you need to do. Now when we explain it that way, Los, the camera me,
Right.
we explain it that way, then you get hit with some shit like, well, why you ain't do it, bitch? Because I asked you.
Because I asked you. No, because then if
I can't talk about Drano because I do that.
I do the drain myself.
I do that. Oh. Big dick Dex in the house.
when I call in Dexter, it's gonna be an issue.
So
Who,
No,
Tyrone?
well,
Drano
that
don't
was
work,
just
though.
I don't mind pouring shit down the drain. Listen,
nah.
I don't mind taking
nah,
out the
Louis being
motherfucking
petty.
trash.
Los being petty.
Facts.
But I'm
Kudos.
just saying, just like anything,
Right.
y'all move at your own tune, and we're annoying because we want things done. But
No.
then y'all be mad when we go and handle it, and then we're controlling. You're full of shit right now.
He is.
Woo, so the
And now he want to act like he a special breed.
You a
Cut it
whole
out.
lie.
He is quiet.
You a whole
Because
lie.
that's I know that's for damn sure. I
When's
would
your
get annoyed,
birthday,
like,
sir?
Listen. Oh hell.
Oh shit! You know what? You beat your own dick. You don't give a fuck about nobody's approval or
called
nothing.
this.
So I got
You know what?
You
Now,
Virgo.
right,
It
yep.
makes sense. You
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
The Virgo. You
When your birthday, Los? Shout out your birthday. When your birthday? The 9/13.
Oh, he's a 4.
He did. You the
Mine's a
day. You the
bitch,
day
you a
before.
job. Okay,
the day
alright.
before for my baby father.
You get on my
That
nerves.
was special.
You
Yeah,
said
I
that
can
shit
see
like
that.
one of
That
my
was
brothers.
special.
You
They,
did.
that's why he was doing that. 'Cause
Yeah.
you like they all act
Yeah,
on
they don't
bothered
need
and
nobody.
shit. Like
They don't
nothing.
need nobody.
It's
Fuck out of
nothing.
here. They the one with the most questions.
If it's
Sit
up,
your ass
we
down.
it's up and it's
we
up
really
and it's
appreciate
up.
Lois
Right,
for
ain't nobody.
recording for us.
I love you
Yeah.
for your
Nah,
recording.
he killed
effort.
it. He killed
But
it.
that Virgo statement, oh, you know,
that
everything I need
explains
to
Nah,
a
know.
y'all
lot.
right, though.
And you know what? You're
Y'all right, though.
you're absolutely right. In your case, I
Because
get
you
it.
can't defuse.
You are.
Yeah, he's right.
He is who he is because they do no wrong.
Yeah,
because the world is broken, not
That's
them.
right. And
How
you know what? You
dare
better
you.
make sense.
First of all.
and you better not say Versace.
First
say
of all.
Versace.
First of all,
Because that's going
First
to
of
be
all.
a
Mean what you say and
problem.
say what you mean.
That's right.
First of all.
Exactly.
Lord.
Yup.
Let me
You know.
Let me
They're tearing you up over
bring
here.
any bit of gray.
No,
No, because
Black
they know.
and white.
No.
You know where you-
If you ain't had much experience with them,
homies
they
from-
know who
from-
they
from
are,
the wedding?
and they
They don't want you to know who
they'll-
they are.
Depends.
sign.
But they know who they are. They're
They
real
know.
quick to throw it out there. But y'all only
I
hide
don't know
emotions.
about
Y'all
the
hide
men,
your
but
emotions.
My
Gotta get
mom's
the words out.
mom
They
has
got
the
your
same
emotions.
birthdays.
Y'all
know?
some
She's
emotionally
the 8th.
unstable creatures.
Yeah.
The male Virgos.
Oh,
I have a few
I
lady
like the
Virgo
females.
friends.
Yeah, the male
like
ones.
one of my
unstable
boo's
as hell.
is a Virgo.
Yeah.
She's like super dope. She's crazy as shit.
Yeah.
Pero the male Virgos though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need y'all to have a
Virgos are-
seat.
Yeah.
Love y'all from over here. I love you.
Yeah.
From over here.
They're a whole nother species.
But I'll
Oh my
push you
God,
on
by
the floor.
themselves.
Yeah.
Y'all not right all the time. And hell yes, you're argumentative. Cut the bullshit. Almost right. But the difference is y'all are good at arguing your point.
Yes.
That's
because
it.
they don't like to
Y'all
sound
will-
stupid.
Yes.
So they'll
they
research
use
some shit.
Yes, and they'll flip it to
Yeah.
meet their point.
And then even they'll be confidently
See,
wrong.
and that's why I always have
And
to
then
ask
as
people,
soon as you
Tell me if I'm
dispel
crazy.
their whole myth, they're emotionally distraught. They won't talk to you.
No,
The road is
no, no.
over.
I
That's
hate
the problem.
you. He said, yeah, that's
they're
me.
walking away. They need to smoke the biggest.
They know you,
biggest cup.
Right.
and they don't even know
In
you.
like 24 hours.
it's
Say I'm
weird.
sorry.
Oh, see, I won't say the not talking to you part. I don't get that part. I don't get that at home. That's usually me.
This is not my partner. These are my brothers. They get mad.
Yeah.
Have an
Yeah.
argument, and then they hang up the phone, and then they'll call you back like 24 hours. Like my bad. Fuck off my phone.
Oh yeah, the apology definitely comes later. Oh, you don't apologize? Are you team no apology?
Yeah.
You gonna make me go Sour Patch Kid that shit.
Lord
Just
have
like the
mercy.
Sour Patch
Well,
Kid.
on that note,
The Sour Patch.
On that note, definitely we're gonna wrap it up. Tell the people where they can.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I know where to find you. I ain't gonna hold on. You said what is your handle?
Is Springfield Beach Stone like Springfield
Always
best
Springfield.
one?
That's what I always
Stone.
thought it was.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say,
It's like
I always
Springfield
thought
best
Springfield's
one.
one. That's how I always.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
like
keep
the-
saying it the way
yeah,
I
I
like.
like
Yeah,
that
but it's
one.
like a beach stone. But
Yeah.
yeah, so
Nah,
make it
well,
simple for people. It'd be like the best one.
But you be like, but
3 projects in 1 year and 1 coming.
Yeah, I got a
Right.
mixtape on the way, which I feel like I might drop tomorrow or something.
Oh shit! Don't threaten
fucking
us
hot
with a good
shit.
time, cause I'm.
Yeah,
She
it's
said
that.
on the 2020,
That one's
y'all
like
was
real,
sleeping.
like it's a mixtape. Miss Phenom's on it.
Hey,
Oh,
Miss Phenom.
Yeah, big shout out to Miss Phenom.
When you coming on the show, sugar?
Right. We about to turn.
Yeah. Question the
really?
culture.
Okay, we might
Yeah,
do
we
a
be
little
talking. We be
mashup.
talking shit. You know that would be super dope.
Yeah.
Networking.
We should do it.
And Miss Phenom's on the project, and then it's just me, but I'm rapping over like 90s beats.
Oh, yeah.
And it's basically like a homage to all the people that I look to. So I rap over a Jay-Z beat, a Tupac beat, a Little
like
Kim
that.
beat, a Foxy Brown beat. You know what I'm saying? And just do like, and then I got a DJ who's cutting shit up. So it's real like 90s vibe.
I love
mixtape
it.
style. It's nothing like people are doing now. I just wanted to keep it like
everything is
authentic
just-
and
yeah.
I don't know what I'm waiting for to drop it, but I think I might just drop it next week or whenever. I could drop it whenever the fuck I feel like.
Drop that shit.
Yeah,
Drop
just
it
like
a
drop
side
it,
job.
drop that
Please
shit.
do.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
already heard the name. You know where
Yeah.
to find her.
Yeah.
All platforms. Trust
Yeah.
me, because I got Apple, Spotify, and
Yeah,
Tidal.
everything,
Not Saints on
everything.
all track. So
Right.
until next time.
Yes.
Pulling up next week.
Next week.
we have Self, right? Next week?
Coming next
I
week?
think
Self?
so. Self from Self
Self
Invest.
Invest.
Oh, I don't know.
Wait.
Self
So,
Fest.
yup, local.
Is it old school self?
No. She's so.
it's a
she's
chick.
It's a clothing brand.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's her Self Invest.
Copy.
It's pretty dope.
Dope.
Had her stuff
pretty
on.
dope.
She's dope.
Yeah,
Okay, I gotta
Karina.
look
If
at
she's
that.
not next week, it's Drive By Sips. Well, I guess y'all find out then.
Okay.
Until next time, y'all.
Until next
Appreciate
time.
y'all. Holla.
Peace.
Out.